So the Corn Court did not go behind our back and have maps created. They simply asked that the method plan, who has every cycle we've had in districting, has provided maps. They just provided based on the variables and the data that they received, the same stuff that GIS has, method plan has, same stuff. They're right next door.
You're misunderstanding me,
Well,
Commissioner.
no, wait a minute.
Commissioner, and do not interrupt me. You're misunderstanding me. I never said that they went behind our backs. I said they already created a map. We are the entity that creates maps. I have the email. They requested a map to draw incumbents back in their seats, and that was their priority. They created a resolution that used Article 8 of the Constitution that's stated in that resolution specifically that to say that the JPs are supposed to be put back in their seats. That is not what Article 8 or the Constitution says. It doesn't mention the JP districts. I'm going to finish.
You interrupted me, so I'm going to interrupt you.
Commissioner, we're using Robert Rules of Order,
You
and I will
interrupt
recognize
me.
you in a second. I'm going to finish the statement. I do not have any issue with them drawing a map. The issue I have is them going to and creating a map that has no information on that map. There are no precinct information, there are no streets on that map, there are no rivers or streams, there are no alternatives, and then going to us and they went completely the opposite direction. The issue that I had is that I was going to come tonight with a different process defined that was going to use Metro Plan. Unfortunately, instead of being able to do that, they jumped ahead and decided to file a resolution. And so because of that, it skipped the process that I was going to recommend, which I will happily say what the process was after you make the recommendation, but you're making an assumption and you're going to be incorrect when you hear what the process is.
Excuse me, you did interrupt me.
So go
Let's make
ahead.
that clear. The Corn Court has not created a map for us to use. They only asked that we
Adopt
use
it.
those. No, we don't have to adopt it. They only asked that it's only a resolution. That's all that was. So there's no precincts on there, nothing like that. It can't be used because we have to have that information on whatever we ask Metro Plan to draft up for us. I don't know when you're going to find time to sit collectively, the three of us, to do this data research and set up these maps and some software. Between 2 and 4 in the morning, you guys both work. Think about that. All we have to do is ask Metro Plan to do what we want. Bring us some versions, not, what somebody else is giving them. It's us giving that to them. Telling them what we want and what we would like to review, then we can present that to the public in a public forum just like we're seeing right now.
I would have loved to have done that if they would have already created a map.
The map means nothing.
The issue is that they already created a map. If I knew that they already created a map, and I was actually going to suggest the process be, because there's so much division and partisanship right now regarding the map drawing of using elected officials. So the problem is that the board is made up of elected officials. One of the people on the board is an elected official that happens to handle the money for the board. So there's a conflict of interest. So my idea was to make sure that there was no how do I say this? There was no doubt in anyone's mind that came into play. That my proposal was to be, that was what I put on there, that we're going to create a memo, is to say that we're going to request that Metro Plan draw X number of maps, 5 to 7 maps. And for that contract to say, and this is what I talked to Shelby on the phone about a few weeks ago, is that there's this template, there's a contract template on the website that they have created. I said, could we add to this contract template, basically say that the board of Metro Plan shall not review any maps that we ask to be created prior to our review. And that way, there's no perception issue that there's any partisanship into those maps, because there's the technical side of Metro Plan, and then there's a board short-sighted, and I get that, there's an issue there. We don't want anyone thinking there's any partisanship in that. Unfortunately, during the redistricting process, during session, MetroPlan decided to make opinions on what was going on in redistricting, which created some doubt that they could be